Welcome, welcome, welcome. High Confessions 369. Celeste T here. How you guys doing?
We doing good. We doing good.
Feeling fine. Can't complain.
I feel you. I feel you. Life in, but we getting it.
Yep.
Have to.
Right. So let's make some stuff make sense. Got a few videos. Y'all ready to dive in?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Paying their rent for 2 years. Why is the government paying people that came from another country rent for 2 years? Can we explain that? Because it's a housing crisis right now with multiple homeless people on the streets right now that I could follow and show you homeless people that's been living on the streets. So what makes the migrants better from coming to another country that they get all of this?
That don't make no kind of sense.
Right. I'm trying to figure out where the sense went. I'm like, are we really doing that shit? Is the government really doing that shit? And they really is.
They doing that shit because they doing that shit on purpose. When they do shit like that, it ain't just because they trying to help these motherfuckers. Nah, they doing that. They got an agenda behind that shit.
Mm-hmm.
They bringing somebody in. That mean they trying to push somebody the fuck out.
That's right.
They trying
Right.
to. So who they trying to replace?
What? Watch this one. Watch this one. This one is a follow up, and I was like, I felt so emotional watching this video.
There's something wrong in this country telling people it is okay to work 3 jobs, not see your kids, not see your loved ones, not take a vacation, and God forbid you get sick. Okay? And I still got a job at home because I'm a mother. Because let's not forget, I don't get a day off. And I got to figure all that out. How are we going to eat? How are we going to pay rent? How are we going to pay the utility bills? That every single thing went up after COVID. Not one thing stayed the same. And neither party ever talks about what is really going on in this world. Because I'm not even going to say the country. What is really going on in this world? There is no scarcity. It is, how do we pit people against each other so they're too distracted to see everything that I'm too addicted to consuming, and how much profit I'm making, and more profit, how many more houses one individual can have, how many yachts can one individual have. And you're gonna arrest me now that I make a tent city? Yeah. So if I take the scraps from the trash and make some kind of shelter for me and my children, whatever. I am a human being first. With what conscience are you criminalizing poverty? Right. And it's not going to stop just in the United States. The poor of the world, not just this country, are fed up. And let's not leave out rural communities. I live in Haines City, Polk County, Florida, okay? But do you think that the poor in rural communities have transportation? They don't. There's absolutely not even a sidewalk to walk on because I am giving the message of stay poor, stay hidden, and die silently, okay? If I get a job, how do I get to that job? If I even get it when I'm in a rural community, okay? Let's not leave those folks behind. There are hundreds of thousands of people living in trailers across the United States who are paying $1,600 a month in rent for a trailer. A trailer. Can you afford $1,600 to be living in a trailer? How many jobs do you need to have? Because I personally have 2. I have seasonal jobs and I have other jobs, part-time jobs that I do. I have a girlfriend who works 3 jobs to live in a trailer.
We gotta make this shit make sense because a lot of people is getting fed up.
Big time.
Yeah. That's because they don't see us as humans.
Less than. Yeah, they see us less than they're animals.
They see us as food. They see us as cattle. You know what I mean?
Right. They don't want a thinker. They want a worker.
Yeah. Yeah. They teach you in school how to work.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They don't teach you on how to create.
They teach you how to follow the leader.
And if some sense they do teach you how to create in it, they teach you how to create for somebody else. They don't teach you how to create for yourself. They don't teach you how to create for your family. They don't teach you how to create for your community. You got to learn that shit by what they do.
Right.
Yeah, because what they tell us to do and what they're actually doing is 2 totally different things.
Exactly.
She said what they want to do is
something got to change because we can't lock our homeless up or our unhoused up. You know what I'm saying?
They criminalize in
They have
poverty.
to find a better way.
They criminalize in poverty when they create it. You know what I mean?
This is a question I have though. There's a lot of vets that are homeless and unhoused.
Yeah.
What are
don't
they
care
doing
about
about that?
They ain't doing shit about that shit. There's a lot of
Absolutely.
motherfuckers, and you already know in Vegas, there's a lot of motherfucking veterans on the street, homeless.
And they'll
You
throw
know, they
them
got,
right in jail like
you know,
anybody else.
they got PTSD, they got mental issues that they
Yeah.
on the street.
Yeah, they need programs to help them with that. They need to figure
Really
something
do
out.
something.
That just tell you that they use you up until you're empty.
Exactly. And
Then
then
they throw
they
you
throw
away
you
Until
like
away
you're
like trash
unusable.
you're a
for
soda
being
can.
empty.
Like your soda. They drink all of what you got inside of you, and then they throw the can on the ground.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they see us as. So,
The
she
good
said,
guys always like cuff the plain Jane females.
Now, what the hell is a plain Jane female?
And what I mean by that, like the females who doesn't go out, the female who doesn't like get their makeup done, the female who doesn't really get their hair done often.
Oh, you mean a natural female that's 100% comfortable in her own skin.
And I'm not calling the plain Jane females ugly. I'm just saying like the pretty girls that's extra, you know, we love to dress up, we love fashion, we love keeping our nails and our hair done. And we just like to look good. You know what I'm saying?
But are you really pretty if you need all that extra shit?
It's hard being a pretty girl because I feel like it's a curse. Because I feel like we go through so much and I feel like we always gotta prove ourselves to a nigga.
I'm sure it's hard to put on all that body armor daily to prove that you're pretty. I'm sure it's very exhausting.
Have a conversation with guys and they'll be like, oh, I'm scared of you. Why are you scared of me? I'm not gonna harm you, little old me. Like I'm not gonna harm you. I'm not gonna hurt you. I don't know, is it because they know we got options and they feel like we can find somebody that's better than them or something like that?
Shit, maybe they scared to end up on that show Catfish.
And it's because y'all go and cuff the plain Jane females, y'all go marry them, y'all go do anything to please them. Y'all treat them like the queen that they are. And like I said, I don't have nothing against the plain Jane females. I'm speaking for the females that keep their hair, their nails done, just keep themselves up every day, all day. So I need answers. Somebody please, yeah.
Maybe you should stop putting on this facade and be yourself. You just might become wifey.
you know, I feel like women know what niggas want. They don't know what men want.
Right.
They confuse the shit.
And it'd be like, is they really looking for a man or are they looking for a come up?
I don't know. When she say plain Jane, what do that mean? That sounds like she hating on
He
women
is.
that extra shit. Like,
Yeah.
He hating like a motherfucker.
if you got all that option, if y'all got all the options, then why would you this a conversation? She was like,
I mean, if being pretty was a curse, bitch, you would wake up like that every day and don't have to put makeup on. But you have to wake up, put makeup on, put lashes on. You know what I'm saying? And
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with doing it if you want to do it, but for you to feel like you have to, that's on you.
Right.
So if you're saying that you're upset because when you meet a man, you show him that that's who you are and that's a part of your daily routine, and then he expect that from you all the time, that's on you. You made him decide that that's how the standard.
Right. And some men really think women that do that a lot is materialistic.
They are. 9 times out of 10 they are, because that shit does take a lot of money and a lot of time to upkeep like that. So
Right.
it's cool if that, you choose to be that way, but that's vanity. And at the
Yeah.
end of the day, so yeah, I'm sorry that your sin is causing you to. I'm not saying it's a sin, but it is when you feel like you have to, because that's not who God made you. And if somebody
Right.
can never see you for who God made you, then they'll never really know who you are anyway.
Exactly.
The men
You know
don't
what
want
I'm saying?
that shit on their shirts and when you hug them or whatever all the damn time. Like, they don't want to have to deal with all that makeup and shit all the time.
Yeah.
Exactly. And it
Watch it.
ain't nothing wrong with wanting somebody who can just get up, spirit a moment, and still look good. You know, like who has hours all the time to get ready? Nobody. So
No
no, I don't
one.
want somebody who I gotta sit there and wait for you to get your costume on before we can go to the store. That's crazy.
Right. I want to see your authenticity. You know what I'm saying? I want to see who you are.
Yeah, and another thing is the plain Jane ain't out there trying to impress the whole world. Like, you know what I mean? You ain't gotta impress the whole world. That seems like you're still for sale. Like, you know what I mean? Not saying that
Exactly.
Right.
Right.
you're
If
We're
the
selling.
house is
comfortable in our
already bought,
skin.
first of all, it depends on who you're with. Like you have to know the person that you're with and what they want and what they're looking for. You can't say men want this and because different men want different things. That's why there's different kinds of women. Some men really do want women who do all that shit all the time, and
Right.
some men don't. So if you're choosing the men who make it to where that's their standard, then that's on you. All you have to do, just like you said, it makes it seem like the house is still on the market. Once the house is sold, then you do with the buyer once done with the house.
Right.
Yeah, and if you
Let's
want
think
to
about this. Let's think about this real quick because I just thought of something. So I just forgot it. Never mind. Let me smoke.
if you want a man that wants you to upkeep yourself like that and you gotta be this way, gotta be that way, that nigga seems shallow. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? That nigga seems like he for sale too. Like, he gonna go on to the next one. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
My thought
Because
came back.
what about when stuff goes south? And let's say you in the hospital. So he expects you to what? Still, you know what I'm saying? Do all that stuff? No, that means the second you're out of commission and you can't, he gonna be looking at the next girl who still can and who still is.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Because, some men, when they younger, I don't even want to say younger. I'm not going to put an age on it. They like the trophy looking wife or the trophy looking girlfriend and stuff like that. But when they start thinking about their financial, they start thinking different.
And that's because
They
when you
realize with the plain Jane, as she said it, they can save more and build more
but it's not
and
even
not take a risk. I mean, it's a risk in everything, but
it seems like the ones that don't got to put on all that shit, they know they sell better. You know what I
Exactly.
mean?
Because
It
at the
seems
end
like
of the day, no, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I ain't got nothing else to say. You can go back.
Oh yeah. So, because at the end of the day, it's like if I do it, it's because I want to, not because I feel like I have to.
right.
Once you get to feeling like you have to, then you must not really know yourself and how beautiful you are without any of that stuff.
Or you
Right.
must,
And you can't be mad that you're not getting wiped up because, excuse me, they feel like you for everybody. Because once a bigger bag come around, they think you might jump ship.
yeah.
And low key, the girl feel the same way. Most 9 times out of 10, she feel like, okay, so yeah, my stuff is done, and then I look nice, but then I feel like you're gonna run off with the next girl who got on red bottoms, cause my heels ain't red bottoms. You know what I'm saying? Like that shouldn't be an issue if you really this person really like you for who you are anyway, and
That
you like
tells
them for who they are.
that tells us the way we are in the world right now, like where the world is right now, and how much of a disconnect we got from what love is to compare what, you know what I mean, people think will be seen and viewed in a good light. A lot of time people do shit for show. You know what I
Right.
mean? People got relationship goals based off of a picture meme online. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nothing
I'm
I
real.
seeing
call it
pictures.
social dating. I call it social dating, social marriage. You know what I'm saying? People just like hooking up with people that they feel like they
They
look
look
good
good
with
with
and not even compatible with, but
right.
they
No
put on
substance.
this show.
People people mimic what they see on television, TV. You know what I mean? A lot of times motherfuckers say, oh, this motherfucker cute. Not because they are, just because they look like a celebrity or some shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like
Right.
people watching, they don't even realize that shit.
People will sit there and not like you'll dog somebody and say, you're a dog here, you're trash, just because you know they ain't got no money. Then as soon as the same person get on and start having money, automatically they're cute. Automatically they're cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, grow up. How old are we that people having stuff mean that you should respect them any more or less?
And people don't want to work towards nothing. You know what I mean? They want shit already fixed and finished. They don't want to put work in it.
I used to get judged a lot because of my skin complexion. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
You know, some of the prettiest people be dark skinned. And some of the girls that they be saying be fine, they be basic, but they just be light skinned. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Right. With cover up.
Yeah.
You know, colorism always been an issue in our community. We gotta
and they don't even realize that it came from trauma.
We gotta love ourselves more.
Definitely came from trauma. That's what they do. They try to put us against each other in every way possible. Even now with the, you know, natural versus unnatural stuff, it's nothing to be, like mad at the next person about. Just live your life and live your truth and do what's right for you.
Right.
People really need to stop worrying about what other people is or ain't doing, or what other people is or ain't looking for. If somebody ain't looking for you, then don't check for them.
People give too much power to things that's outside of them.
Right.
You know what I mean? And people always want somebody to feel like they got it worse, they got it harder. You know what I mean? Or even on the other side, that they got a better connect. They got a better connection to something. People is so ego driven.
Exactly.
Right.
Cool.
Right. Sometimes the ego got to take a back seat.
Yeah, for the soul could lead.
And it's like you said, people be doing stuff based off of what they see on TV, and that's why they feed us all this bull crap, all this nonsense, 1,000 reality shows about nothing, and hardly any educating you on anything.
Yeah. They educate you on how to be ignorant.
Exactly.
And then they want to frown upon you because you listen to gratitudes and stuff like that in the morning and positive affirmations and stuff like that. You got to watch people. You know what I'm saying? Like,
listening to negative trash all day.
Literally all day from sun up to sundown. Just drama-filled lives.
Like half of these songs be talking to this, like they talking shit to the listener. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. You ain't got nothing. You should look up to me. You should be
right. And this is just a character. This is just a character we put it on. Now I know what the fuck Charleston White was talking about. He was like, before, wasn't nobody listened to him when he was trying to help black people and educate them and get people out of jail and shit like that. Now he's like, he's just about the fucking money. Fuck everything. He's just about the money. He's playing a character. All this shit.
They're listening like a motherfucker, feeding into that shit like a
ain't
motherfucker.
That crazy? Soon as you get ghetto, all of a sudden everybody want to, all right, you is cool. Right. You is one of us. Wait, damn. So I can't. Just like when I was growing up, I used to get criticized a lot because people would say, you sound like a white girl. You sound like you want to be white or something. Just because I know how to, like, that don't make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Just because I can
talk like an ignorant motherfucker.
Like, why do I got to lower my vibration to talk to you? Exactly. You feel me?
Because people are not comfortable with anything that's a higher vibration than them. You know what I mean?
They need to get over themselves, put their ego aside, and learn some shit. Okay, let's move on to the next one.
Yep.
This is my event. This is my event. If you're not gonna do this, you're not gonna do this shit. I don't care. Call the phone. Let my phone in. Come on. I'm trying to.
For a little context, throughout a basketball game, this brother right here is who we just heard from a second ago. That's their son, and then this is the mother. You could tell that the mother, who has full custody, by the way, grabbing onto the arm of the young boy, who obviously doesn't want to go, while the father is attempting to protect the boy.
Okay, stop. Get your ass up here. Come here.
Look the way he's holding on.
He's grabbing onto you. He's grabbing onto you. I'm not touching you. Already, call the police. Call the police. You already a child. I'm not hurting him. That's your son. That's your son. Now he can kick the court. You need to go to the parents. I don't know. My son don't have rights. My son. Let him go.
I know. You gotta be quiet.
Hold on, baby, calm down.
Due to YouTube's guidelines, I cannot show some of what just happened at the end right there, but essentially someone came in and attempted to grab the mother off of the young boy. But I also wanted to freeze frame right here, and honestly, you could tell that this is a young boy that clearly loves his father, but is just as much in fear of his mother. This kind of fear or this kind of response from a young boy will only surface from someone who's been traumatized multiple times by somebody. And it's clear that somebody is the mother. See, the impact of maternal abuse on sons can be profound and long lasting. Sons who grow up with abusive mothers are going to experience a range of emotional as well as psychological effects, including low self-esteem, anxiety, depression, anger, and difficulty forming healthy relationships going into the future. They're going to have trust issues, especially with women in the future, because the first loving bond with a woman has been tarnished by the mother's behavior. And it really goes to show how important that this father's role is in this particular situation.
The video y'all saw was of my son when he was younger. His mom pulled up on us when we was at an event and was claiming that I kidnapped my son and that I was brainwashing my son. I was neglecting my son. I was putting my son in danger. She was just recently in a situation where her house got shot up close to 30 times.
Whoa.
2 people died. She was shot. Her boyfriend was shot. She got shot, and her family member got shot, but he got killed. So her boyfriend got killed and her cousin got killed. She survived. But one thing about that situation, she ran towards the kid's bedroom, or she ran towards a bedroom that was right lined up with the kids. So when they shot, thank God that, the bullets didn't go through them and through the walls and kill the kids. But that's just a side note. But
even after all of that, she's trying to say that he's being abusive. And the reason why she's saying that is because if you listen to the clip, she said, call the cops. So really her plan was to set some false allegations forward in order to control the situation.
After that situation happened, my son was staying with me. She pulled up on us, was like, I kidnapped my son. The only reason why my son was with me and was not with his mom during this time period was because, for one, or the dude she was with, he was selling drugs. And so he tried to rob somebody and it went wrong. So they tried to set up some dude and he got them before they can get him, even though she tries to spin the story. But when he was interrogated after he getting caught, that's what he came up with. So before he got caught, I didn't know what was going on. So I made sure I went to go get my son, because when this happened, the government was trying to step in and maybe see what was going on, see if a kid was being neglected, because there was a bunch of kids in the house when this happened. So I made sure I got my son immediately. So since she was in the hospital, so my son wouldn't be in the system. So I went to go get my son and was calling up to the hospital. They wouldn't release any information because she was shot. They couldn't catch the suspect yet. So whenever someone gets shot, if you're not like a certain type of family member, they don't let you come into the hospital room or get or you can't call up to the hospital and get information about who you're looking for. So I tried that, didn't work. So I had to wait for, her to reach out to me. When she did, she just started flipping, cussing me out, was like, where my son at? You keeping my son from me? I was just shocked. And she kept arguing with me. And I was like, okay, just talk to your son. Here goes Damari. And I put my son on the phone. I was just like, here, talk to your son. I put my son on the phone, and she was just still cussing and cussing and cussing and cussing and cussing and cussing. He was trying to get her attention, and he was like, Dad, she's not talking to me. She's just cussing you out. And then I said, let her know you're on the phone. And when he said his name, she was like, I don't care. Put your dad back on the phone. Now I'm like, oh, you're crazy. I said, why won't you talk to him? He's like, no, you're trying to be slick. You're trying to keep him from me because you're trying to get off of child support.
In the majority of these cases, that's what it always comes down to. She don't care about her son, and the son knows that. Why else do you think that the son was latching on to the father's arm like that? Utilizing children for child support, or rather lifestyle support, is absolutely diabolical.
That's
All I can do
heartbreaking.
is shake my fucking head.
Yeah, that's a mess. That's a real shame.
That's some crazy ass shit. Some people don't need to be parents. Sorry.
Seriously.
Especially after going through all that, house being shot up and stuff, and then you trying to take a kid away from a safe situation.
Exactly. And put him back into the same household where he could have got it shot too.
Right. Like, what kind of parent are you? And then you worrying about child support? Bitch, you could have been unalived.
Exactly.
Like,
you worrying about
give
all
yourself
the
to God. I don't know what else to say. Like, therapy is needed in the community.
It's sad to say, but people see kids as resources too.
Yep, they literally do.
Right.
And to embarrass them in an event, you know what I mean? Like that shit gonna, trigger them on some shit.
Yeah,
Nothing
exactly.
but other shit.
Right.
He's gonna be traumatized.
Yeah, yeah.
What their actions do to their kids, and their kids suffer for that shit.
Right. And we got to think better. We all been through a situation where we could have, you know what I'm saying? But not like that. Like that.
That's just terrifying for real. That's ignorant
Right.
in every shape and form. Like, in all for nothing. Like, that you're not doing right. So why don't you just disappear at that point?
Well, your shit
Like,
just try to chill for a minute, rest.
yeah. You're so lucky that you have a baby dad who's willing to come get his kid before they take him. Like this, and that's the crazy part. It seems like women like that always get the men who is willing to do what they're supposed to do as far as their kid.
Right.
And they just take advantage of the situation to where it's like ridiculous.
And they never leave it to be just about the kids.
Exactly.
Right. It's always,
It's always about some other bullshit. They need to get the fuck over and grow up.
Yes, literally, grow up.
Exactly. We agree. They should grow up.
They're teaching their kids how to be adults. You know what I mean? So
meanwhile, they not even acting like an adult.
Right.
Grown ass kids out here.
Yeah.
They need to get that book on how to control their emotions.
Yeah. But it's going to take a lot of looking within yourself and stop trying to blame everybody else for your problem.
Shadow work to help everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
If they're willing to do it, people don't even want to come in contact with their own fault, with their own
mistake. Take accountability.
It's easy to put something on somebody else, and I guarantee you'll never solve no problems putting it on somebody else.
Exactly.
You're never going to look at your part, and you're going to keep getting yourself in the same shit. It's going to be a cycle.
Exactly. Same.
Hey, I don't know who needs to hear this, but go put that laundry in the dryer before you wind up leaving it too long and have to rewash it. Make it make sense.
Man,
it's crazy because I say that shit a lot. I'm like, y'all gonna let them clothes mildew in that dang washer. Y'all gonna have to wash again.
Yeah, but that's also a deeper metaphor for life.
Ain't that the truth? If you do it
Mm-hmm.
the first time, you won't have to redo it.
Facts.
You do waste a lot of time redoing stuff that you knew you was doing wrong in the first place, but you was trying to rush. I
Don't
realized
come
Right.
rushing
don't come
makes
in
you
half
take so
stepping.
much longer.
No half stepping. You know what I mean?
Facts.
Exactly. 10
Half
toes
stepping,
down,
half passing.
head up,
People do
always.
shit half-heartedly. You know what I mean? People
Every
just
Yeah.
time
heartedly
I
don't got
ended
no
up
heart in the shit.
spending more time doing something, it's because I tried to rush. Rushing makes you have to take longer.
Exactly. And then it can be done wrong, and then you got to start all over anyway.
Exactly.
Why
It's the
mess with
same
your
way
money?
how
I think
people,
about my time as money.
and
So
it literally is. It's the same way how people say, like, I won't buy this $50, this thing for $50 because I could get two for that price somewhere else. But the two that they get break anyway, and then they have to buy a third one. Now you just spent $75 on something that if you would have got the $50 one from the jump, you would have only spent $50. So sometimes it
right,
pays to get, not be cheap. It's the same with
right.
your
It's all
time.
about quality.
Right. Quality over quantity.
Right.
So Joe Biden, who was a senator for 36 years, vice president for 8 years, and president for more than 3 years, is blaming Donald Trump for all of America's problems.
You know,
Damn, he been in office that damn long.
yeah, politics ain't nothing but bullshit.
That part. Thanks for the video.
Why is it that when you're officially done with the dude, he can't live without you? But when you were with him, he did anything he could to be without you. Make it make sense.
He didn't know what he had until it was gone.
Oh, he knew. He was hoping you ain't know.
Right. He wanted to see if he could still play a little bit, get his cake and ice cream too.
Well, how about he was lying both of the time and he just want a little bit more? You know, one last swing. You know what I mean?
Right.
It could be that too. So, you know.
I'm saying all these girls want is just a dude that makes 6 figures. They just want to stay at home, look cute, and live off your dime. They gold diggers. Well, I thought you said that you wanted a traditional wife in a traditional household. I do. Isn't a traditional wife one that stays at home and lives off your dime? But that's different.
How is
No,
that
I'm saying,
different?
You
They
don't
doing the
understand
same
that
thing
I'm
you
a high
talking
value
about.
man.
Make it make sense.
Well, it don't make sense because they always put men and women in the same category, like all of them want the same shit. You know what I mean? And they make them videos category like man is one and women is one. No. Niggas is individuals. Oh shit. Everybody wants something different.
Exactly.
I got people holding grudges against me for the things they did to me. Make it make sense.
They hate that you see them for their bullshit.
Right.
Shit. They're mad that they can't manipulate you no more.
Facts.
Fuck 'em.
I'm sinking into this chair. I'm getting too comfortable.
I asked my lady if she had OCD, and she said no, it's called put shit back where the fuck you found it. And I shut the fuck up. Make it make sense.
I agree. Put that shit back. Everything has a place.
Clean after your motherfucking self.
Right.
Shit every fucking where.
Ain't nobody no housekeeper. Ain't nobody supposed to be cleaning out after no grown people. For sure.
You know.
Can you explain to me why we bought brand new clothes to go out of town and no people ain't even seen our old clothes yet? Make it make sense.
What did he say?
That's a good one. He said he don't understand why we buy new clothes to go out of town and them people ain't never seen the clothes they got now.
Oh yeah, people. Yeah, like I said, people want to be seen in a good light by other motherfuckers. People think it too much about how others think of them instead of how they think about themselves.
One time to make a good first impression.
Fuck that impression.
Right. First impressions is everything, right?
And you just want to
Right.
make
They
sure.
got to send out that representative, right, to wheel them in.
But like I said, it's just like anything else. As long as you're doing it for your own pleasure and because you actually want to, not just because you feel pressure from somebody outside yourself, then so be it.
I just feel
Right.
like I'm at the point where I don't want to impress none of you motherfuckers. Like fuck y'all. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but at the same
Right.
time, ain't nothing wrong with me feeling good, a little bit better because I got on a brand new pair of shoes. I'm doing that for my benefit.
If it's for your
Right.
benefit, nigga, I want them shoes, nigga. Oh, I think such and such to see me in them shoes again. A good. I think you'll like them, nigga. Fuck with that motherfucker. I like. If you like it, damn good.
Yeah, but if you like it, you know you're gonna look good in it, and everybody else gonna like it because your energy is just pushing that out into the universe.
You can wear
Like,
some ugly shit in a good way, and people will be like, "Oh, that looks good on you." You know what I mean? I might try me one. You know what I mean?
right.
Some ugly shit.
But these days, sometimes too, it be because people make such a big deal about every damn thing. Like for instance, how somebody gonna say, "Don't be walking through the airport with this on, and don't be walking through the airport with that on." Shut the fuck up. Let people live. If it ain't a rule at the airport that they can't do it, then what the fuck do you care if they do it or not for it?
Right. Let them be comfortable. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Let them be comfortable in what they wanna, fly in or anything. You feel me?
And if it's a rich motherfucker saying that shit to people, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Don't be talking to no regular
Because
motherfucker.
regular people
Bitch
ain't
ass
got
rich
somebody
nigga.
to just do their hair and makeup on a whim every time they get ready to leave the house and go outside. That's not
Right. Right.
Yeah.
This is crazy. It's guys out here that will cheat on you with the same type of woman they don't want you acting like.
That's because it's easy to cheat with them. They lose.
Right. They just easy to give it.
They don't want you to be loose because of shit like that.
Right.
That makes sense. But it don't at the same time because they cheating, but still.
Right. Like cheating is never okay.
Never.
Yeah, but at least they ain't cheated with somebody they trying to build a relationship with. You know what I mean? That's somebody. But
I mean,
fuck anyway because they cheating. Like,
right.
So
There's
it's
a
like,
good way to cheat.
I know, but still.
Right.
At least it ain't a full blown affair. It's just, well, it might still be a
Well,
full.
like I'm not gonna be that mad if you cheat with this natural spiritual woman.
Yeah.
Come on now.
No, it's more like I ain't gonna be mad if you cheat with this whore that I know you ain't gonna want a wife.
That's ridiculous because that whore probably got AIDS.
You feel me?
I'm not doing the shit. It's just.
But I
Right, but I'm just saying cheating is never okay. It don't matter if she a whore, if she's dressed a certain type of way, if she's natural and she's in her beautiful skin. It's never okay.
I ain't saying it's okay, but this nigga said, why do they cheat on women that they don't want you to act like? Because it's easier, most likely. They ain't
Right,
gotta,
it's easier for them to get low vibrational beings
I mean,
because
that's
they're doing it out of their low vibration. Honestly,
why. Yeah, that's probably why. I ain't saying it's good or bad or anything, but I'm just saying that's the answer.
He had literally asked the question, why do niggas do it? You was just explaining.
Yeah, because he was wondering to himself, he do that shit too. That's why.
he was trying to get himself an excuse to cheat.
I seen
No,
the
he was
meme.
trying to state it in a way to where he was shaming other men. But nigga,
Right.
you shaming yourself because you projecting, nigga.
I seen the meme that said y'all cheat with real clean women for please excuse my house all the time ass women.
For real.
It's probably easier.
This one nigga said that girls with dirty house got better pussy.
That's sick.
I was like, that's weird. I was like,
no more.
that part.
Well, you
I was
probably
like, make
never,
that make sense. That shit don't make sense.
you probably never
That's
got a
one
girl.
of them ratchet niggas, one of them hood niggas probably saying that shit.
I don't know. It's just a dirty nigga saying that shit. To be he excusing himself. Oh, I'll be fucking with dirty bitches because such and such.
Right.
That's a weird one, so bear with me. But this picture of Sofia Vergara, seemingly normal, right? I think she's on America's Got Talent as a judge or whatever she does. On March 16th, I screenshot this from my phone. You can look at it on her Instagram. But what is that? That's...
I'm gonna stop that shit because I ain't even really want to watch that.
That was the demon motherfucker in the background. Demon.
Exactly. They showing demons in the background. I'm not fit to put that shit out here.
Yeah, fuck that demon. They can't do that.
We see the shit. We see the distorted faces and shit like that. Like,
Fuck y'all demons. Nigga, fuck you.
right. And it could be, we don't know if it's been messed with AI or whatever. Like, I'm over that shit. So, moving on. Let me go to the next one.
Listen. Who the fuck made the rules to leasing? Because why the fuck do we gotta make 3 times the rent? Like, bitch, I'm barely pushing 2. So now you telling me I gotta look for a place that's $800, knowing I could do 12, but 12 is over the 3 times max, so I gotta settle for 8. Make that make sense. What the fuck?
Yeah, I thought they was cracking down on the landlords and having them not charge the 3 months rent, but maybe that's from state to state. I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, them niggas ain't shit. Them niggas ain't shit. Niggas be needing places to stay. And then no place is gonna give you that much. You know, you ain't gonna be making 3 times 16, 1700. You know what I mean?
Why it's crazy that back to now all of a sudden, now that you have to make 3 times the income, it's illegal to be homeless. When how the hell are you not going to be homeless when you can never make 3 times as much? The only way
Because the job's not paying us that much either.
The only way is like that lady said, is if you out work 24/7 and you don't have time for your family, you don't have time for your kids, you don't even have time to live in the house that you have to make 3 times as much to pay for.
Right.
The other way that makes sense is we take over the motherfucking you know what.
Period.
There's more of us than them.
That part.
That's the only
Everybody fucking scared and everybody fucking brainwashed. So,
exactly.
So there's gonna be a handful of motherfuckers marching to their death.
Right. It ain't gonna
Exactly.
be different.
All because they want to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
People want to keep up with the Kardashians.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Yeah. People want to see the shit that they see on TV, this fake shit. People want to be clowns. People want to people scared of themselves.
Mm-hmm.
They go outside of themselves so much just to get away from themselves.
They will sell their soul for money. People that do that has no integrity. Whether they still doing good in the community, helping their family or whatever, they still signed a contract that they gotta uphold.
These motherfuckers will sacrifice their kids, family members. They
sacrifice their mamas and everybody else. So if they do that, then you already know they don't care.
They don't give a fuck about you. That means they already sacrificing you or whatever they pushing to your ass that you believing in.
Exactly.
You need to get off of these bitch ass celebrities and these
that part
politicians and these bitch ass government officials because they bitches and they shitting on you in a terrible way. They ain't doing nothing for you. You just keeping them.
Right.
rich, and while they keeping us poor.
Exactly.
For the sake of my mental health, I need y'all to check in with me because I can't be the only one noticing this shit, right? Why is it that in America we have more fitness centers than anywhere in the world or any generation before us, but none of us are actually fit? We have more vitamin and supplement centers than anywhere else in the world or any generation before us, but none of us are actually healthy. They don't do that in other countries because in other countries, they get their nutrition from their food, which leads me to my next point. We pay more on a daily basis just to obtain regular food, and none of it has any healthy or nutritional properties at all. It's quite the contrary. It's actually poisoning us and making us sick, where we have access to the best medical advancements and technology ever to exist. We're still a nation chock full of obese, diabetic, cancer patients. We have an abundant amount of mental health resources, but we're all suffering from anxiety, depression, or insomnia, potentially all of the above. We sleep more than we ever did. We're always tired. We drink more water than ever before. We're constantly dehydrated. We work harder than we ever have. We're always fucking poor. We have insane skin regimens, but we're aging in fucking dog years. Like, I just can't fucking wrap my head around it. I seriously can't. Never before in the history of America or in any other country have they put such a large amount of money and attention into health and beauty and not been healthy nor beautiful. And why do you think that is?
She made all the right points.
Look, it's because they lied to us about everything. All the healthcare, the nutritional pyramid, fucking lie. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Stuff they said is
It
good
was all for profit. It's okay to poison your citizens to get a profit, right?
The stuff they put
But
in
you
our
want us to get up in November or whatever and go and vote for your ass.
as
Can
far
we
as
get some better food? Because like a person like me that suffer from lupus and have to go through certain things every fucking day.
yeah. You just got to go out of your way and look for it. The fruit that they got at these places, the grocery stuff, are fake. You gotta go to markets and stuff. We finally found the watermelon with fucking real seeds, and it was better than motherfucking fake ass watermelons that don't got no flavor.
For 2 years in many stores to finally find one that actually had seeds in it.
You know what I mean? Like
y'all should have took a picture of that because we ain't been seeing that. I still ain't seen no seed watermelon out here in Las Vegas. Everything seedless. Everything is probably 3D printed.
America got all of this shit, but it's at the worst and the bottom of the list of all of it because it's fake. It's full of fake people. People go to the gym and take pictures and leave. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like, what's the bare minimum I can do to get the most gross or profit or the most likes and stuff? Like,
I seen a video where a girl, she went to Canada and she took a bottle of ketchup out of her refrigerator with her on a trip. So she gets to the store in Canada, she turns around a bottle of ketchup in their store just to look at the ingredients versus hers. The one in Canada had literally probably like 3 or 4 ingredients at the most. That was it. Tomatoes, some little preservative, that's it. Hers from America had all them dang ingredients in it, like 16 or something, some crazy number of ingredients.
Right. Why? Why do they do that?
Most of that shit is banned in other countries because it's not good for you. America bans shit that's good for you. Other countries ban shit that's bad for you that America use.
Right. That just go to show how much they care about their citizens.
Exactly. And half of them probably getting food from other places and stuff. You feel me? Because we know most of them are not eating what we're eating.
Of course not. They would never let any of the stuff that they sell in their grocery store grace their lips.
Just like that one guy said, he don't want his kids having no Apple phone or no iPhone or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But then again, you look at it like this: like they don't even see us as humans. So no, you wouldn't feed your dog the same. You wouldn't eat the same thing you feed your dog. Of course not. So
Right.
it's the difference. That's how they feel.
Right. Oh, but let's not stop there. Let's chop down all the good resources and shit they have so they won't be able to create nothing.
Exactly.
The
Let,
soil's so fucking bad. The soil's so damn dry and infested.
how any of that matters. We just gonna make them depend on us for everything, and then not give it to them after they come to depend on us for it all.
Right.
That's why we gotta stop depending on these motherfuckers and just do our own shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
I agree.
you
Feel
said
too
we'll
much,
make it damn
it-
thing.
Right.
they
It's hard to do that because your own people will go out their way to make sure you don't be successful. So
and
it's like,
they constantly throw out conquer and destroy. I mean divide and conquer tactics.
Every chance they get.
Constantly. And politics is another one of them motherfuckers.
Exactly. Meanwhile, we all starving. No matter who you vote for, you have been starving since the beginning of all
right.
this. And
You
it
know,
may
Right.
be good for you, but most of us have.
Exactly. And it's time to eat.
This is my event. Okay, I don't care. You're not gonna do this. I don't care. Call the
Oh, okay. That was the last one.
That.
Yeah. That was a good one to end on.
Mm-hmm.
So anything y'all want to add? Y'all
No, just everybody, please make sure y'all are following me on Facebook. I'm a content creator. Make sure that you comment on this video and share if you like it. Thank you.
right. Like, share, subscribe. Come and check us out. We're gonna try to post more videos. We're gonna try to stay on top of stuff. Like we said, life been lifing. It's been real. So yeah, stay tuned. We got more to come. Let's support all of our content creators and artists.
If you like this kind of content, the more comments and follows, and the more we stay in the algorithm, then we'll be able to go, come on more often. But
Yep.
we don't know if you like it or not. Why we gonna continue on? So say something.
Right.
If you like
Right.
it, no.
Right. Leave those comments. We even take, videos and stuff. Send some videos. Hit us up on TikTok, Instagram, all those. We're everywhere.
All right. Well, it was nice talking with you guys again.
Yep.
Thanks for having me. Have a good night.
Have a good night, you guys.
All right. Y'all have a good one.